In previous session, we discussed about RDBMS, right? So, what is the full form of RDBMS?
Relational Database Management.
Database Management System.
Relational
Database Management System.
Database Management System. Okay. Next. Okay. Inside of your relational database system, whatever the data you are storing, okay. So the data, it is in which format?
Rows and columns.
Rows and columns. Okay, rows and columns means tables, right? So whatever the data you are storing inside of your databases, whatever the objects are there, that object it converts in table format. Inside of your table, rows and columns. Okay, so now, okay, so RDBMS means relational database. Okay, so this RDBMS, it is used for whatever the database technologies are there, like MySQL, SQL, okay, Oracle, IBM DB2, SQL Server. Okay, this all under comes under whatever the this structure only it will follow whatever the latest technologies for our databases and okay older one SQL. Okay, this all are follow this one only. Okay, now what is table? Table you already know, yesterday already we explained one table, and inside of that table we are taking this one particular employees list, right? So on that employees list, what are the fields? For example, you have taken one table.
Column.
Okay, so just observe this table. Yesterday only, like so here name, designation, salary. Okay, this all other comes under what? What is the name? Serial number, name, and designation and salary. Okay, these all are fields, right? Next, this total, for example, this one is there. One Ramesh, front-end developer, and 34. The total row. Okay, the total row we call as an either record or row. Okay, so one row or one record means it contains of the what employee information, right? In our example, what employee information. For example, you created one more table. That table, it is a product related, right? So whenever you are creating a table as a product related, it contains of one product information, right? Like so, whenever you total row we call as an either row or record. Next, whenever you are storing that inside of your values, okay, at that time sometimes we are storing the null values. Okay, 0 is different, null is different, false is different. Okay, empty spaces, that is also different. Whenever you are storing the any numbers at that time, we can use 0 numbers integer type. By default it is on 0 value. Okay, so next, varchar. Okay, we are storing the empty. Sometimes you want to store in null values, that is also possible. Okay, so in either any technology, either PHP or Java or JavaScript, whatever the objects and whatever the string data type we are using, that string data type default values are null. Okay, for example, you are not given any value of that particular variable. Okay, you can get in null values. Okay, so here also you can store the null. It is a better. Null means no value. Okay, field and this. What is column? Column means, for example, you selected one designation. Okay, so this total designation, whatever the names, whatever the values are there inside of your table, designation column, whatever the values are there, the total thing we call as a column. Column means that column it contains the field along with the values. Okay, this total thing we call as a column. Okay, row means one particular, it contains the one product or one employee column. Next, you can store the multiple records. Okay, whatever the objects you are getting, that records it's stored in table format. Clear? This is an yesterday's class we discussed, right? So you want to start your server PHP MyAdmin. Okay. So just we are using the here in my system. I already installed the Jamf server. By using of Jamf server, we are opening that PHP MyAdmin. So if you want to open the PHP MyAdmin, just open where you install the location. What is the location you install? Okay. So in my system, C drive, I have one folder Jamf 2. Okay. Inside of this Jamf 2, my Jamf server is uninstalled. Okay. Just go down. In the bottom, you have the one option Jamf control. Okay. So you have the option Jamf control. Just double click on that. It will open in one window. Okay. Start. You can click the Apache and MySQL. You need to start these two. Once you click the start button, automatically it comes to start. Next, you want to open the PHP MyAdmin. So just click on MySQL server. Here we are opening. Just click on admin button. That is one option. Okay. You want to open that one. Just you can click on admin button. That is one option. Otherwise, you can type directly localhost /php MyAdmin. This is also one option. Directly you can type the URL, or otherwise you can directly click on button admin button here inside of the Jamf control. Okay, so this is the opening of it. And okay, now you want to create one particular database. For example, it is already there inside of your PHP MyAdmin, inside of your MySQL server. Okay, so it is already there. So yesterday we created one database. The database name is example. Inside of this database, you want to create any number of tables. Okay, you can create any number of tables. For example, in yesterday's session we created one employees. Right. Here the fields are serial number, employee name, designation, and salary. Okay. Now you want to insert the record. You want to add the values that particular serial number. Okay, before that you need to know some other things also. Okay, today we'll learn about some different things like type, constants. Okay, now first we'll learn about constants. What is the use of that one? Okay, the first one. Okay, this constants means rules. For example, we want one particular element. For example, serial number is there. That serial number you want an order wise. Okay, for example, you are inserting the data from your mobile application or desktop application or any other. How many people they are inserted we don't know, right? At a time 2, 3, 4, 5 people also it is inserted, right? So you want to know the exact number. It is possible. For example, serial number first record is inserted 1, like I'm inserted. In our DIM also we have the in our Google Meet also we have the different type of people, right? A lot of members are there. So inserted 30 people at a time. It is possible to create a number, serial number for manually? No, right? So you want to create the numbers automatically. Like, so you can use some constants. Okay, you can use that constants. Now I will write that all the whatever the important constants are there, I will write now. Just observe. Okay, so we learn related to our SQL related MySQL. Okay. First one, SQL constants. Okay, so in SQL constants we already discussed one null. Sorry, not null. Okay, so not null means whatever the field you are taken, okay, whatever the column you have taken, that column is not a null value. Okay, so not null, it ensured that whatever the column you have taken, that column it is not a null value. Okay, not null means it ensures whatever the column you have taken, that column is not a null value. That column not a null value. Okay, so just go your phpMyAdmin now. Okay, so now I am taking the one new table. Inside of this you can observe we have more options also, right? So yesterday we discussed only these two. One is name, how we can write, and type. Type also is not covered fully, right? So here just observe. In default, you are not inserted any value at that time. You want to put the null value. That is also one option. Okay. Next, null you want, and next we have here different options are there. Okay. So auto increment option is also there. Yeah. Next, here indexes. Okay. Primary, unique, index, full text, spot here. Okay. This all under comes under an constants. Like primary key. Primary key means whatever the value you are storing that record, that particular record should be an number. For example, numbers or any characters, that should be an uniqueness. Okay, so I will explain one by one. In this place, for example, inside of your constant you selected as not null. That is an inside of your field, whatever the field is there, whatever the column is there, and that column don't have any, that is not a null. Okay, not a null value. Or you can write like cannot have a value. Next, default. We have one more constant, that is in default. Here also the second one, here we have the option default. Okay, for example, inside of whatever the table you taken, on the table particular record you are inserting, for example employee name, or you are not giving the any value. For example, inside of the your table you are storing the sixth record. On that particular time you are not giving the any value. At the time by default you want to show something. Okay, at that situation you can use this default. Okay, either null value or whatever the current time is, that current time, or otherwise you want to define, you want to mention anything. You are not giving the any value also, it will store that value. For example, inside of your record you are trying to store, at that time the particular person name you are not given. Okay, at that time what you want to see, you are not getting any value from your backend or from your UI. At that time what you need to do, you want to give the any default value, you can give. Okay, that purpose we are using a default. Next, write down the points also, it is important. Okay, default provides the default value of your column. That's it, right? Default provides default value of default value for your column or value.
సార్ ఇది మేము ఎందుకు నేర్చుకుంటున్నాం సార్? ఇది మేము ఎందుకు నేర్చుకుంటున్నాం? ఇది ఆ క్యాజువల్ అంటే SQL ఎందుకు ఉపయోగపడుతుంది సార్?
స్టోరేజ్ కోసం. అంత మంచి ఫస్ట్ చెప్పాము కదా. సో వీఆర్ యూజింగ్ ఫర్ స్టోరింగ్ ద డేటా.
ఓకే, అంటే కొంచెం నాన్ సిఎస్సి బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ సార్, కొంచెం తెలియక అడిగింది.
ఓకే. Okay, if you want to develop any website or any mobile application, compulsory you need three things. One is okay, so ultimately you need to show the information to your users, right? So you need one UI. You want to show the users. we need to see our graphical design, right? So that is it comes under an UI. And whatever you are entering, for example, you are entering your username and information, you are storing, you are registered on some particular website. For example, you can take it as on Gmail. Okay, Gmail everyone knows. On that particular Gmail, okay, first time you are registering, right? You are entering your name and mobile number, whatever they are asking, your country code and name, surname, whatever your username you need, whatever the password, right? So you are clicking the submit button. Ultimately, you agree all the whatever the conditions, rules and conditions there. Then after you click the submit button, right? So whenever you are clicking that submit button, it is storing somewhere, right? Next time you want to open that whatever the inbox or send mails, drops, or any Google related applications you want to use, just you are logging, right? Just you are entering the username and password. Automatically will open your inbox, right? So it is working on only one system or any system. It's working on any device also, like mobile phone and desktop or laptop, right? So in different devices also it will work. Okay, you want to store whatever the username and password, everything you've given, that values you want to store in some way. Okay, you need to store somewhere. That is only your servers. Okay, so on that server we are discussing about the SQL now. Okay, SQL and MySQL. Okay, so if you want to store the any data of your website or anything, like at that situations you can use the databases. Like it is also on file manager. Inside of your file manager you are storing information or not, right? You are storing the text files or images, videos, songs, right? Your chart, right? So like that, so you want to store whatever your website information you want to store. That purpose we are using on this databases. Okay, మీరు ఎప్పుడైతే డేటాను స్టోర్ చేసుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నారో మీ వెబ్సైట్లో ఇచ్చినటువంటి డేటా కానీ ఎంటర్ చేస్తున్న డేటా కానీ లేకపోతే మీరు స్టోర్ చేసి మీ యూజర్కి చూపెట్టాలనుకుంటున్నారు డేటాను మనం ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఎక్కడైతే స్టోర్ చేసుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నామో అప్పుడు మనకి ఈ డేటాబేసెస్ అనేది యూజ్ అవుతాం. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ కాలమ్స్. Okay, it provides a default value for your column when you didn't give any value or you are not given any value. It directly you can tell none. None is specified. Okay, so here we have the different type of options, like one is none or default value want set. Okay, you want any value you can set, and otherwise you want a null value or a current time stamp. Okay, so for example inside of here I'm showing the one example. Inside of this employees you want to insert the value, just click on insert button here. Okay, just write down the employee name. Okay, so yes, designation I am not giving. Okay, salary sum 75. Then click on go. Okay, just to go down, click on browse. Now it is installed, inserted data, right? Serial number is by default we are getting the 0, that is an integer. Employee in designation we are not giving the any value, so it gives an only spaces, right? Now on that particular space you want to give the any value, default value. For example, the user not given the any value, at that time you want to show something, like at that time you can use, for example, in designation place. Okay, so in none place you want to store the null value, just click on null and save. Okay, again I am inserting one more record, like I am clicking the insert button. I am clicking an insert button. I am inserting the one more employee name, some Ramesh. Okay, like 70,091 and serial number also given 1. Okay, so null we are not given, but it's storing a null. For example, in this place you want to give your own value or time span, whatever the time is there, the time you want to give. Okay, again I am changing. This is not only for designation, you can take any field. Okay, current time span, same. Okay, I am inserting one more record. Mahesh. Okay, so here I am doing some particular style. Number I am giving the 2, then click on go. Okay, it is getting a current time. Next, for example, you want to write your own number or you want own words or own characters. At that time, you can take it as your whatever you want, you can not given. Same. Okay, again I am setting one more record. Number 3. Right? Not given. Okay, మీరు ఎప్పుడైతే యూజర్ ఏమి ఇవ్వకపోతే ఆ ప్లేస్లో మీరు ఏదైనా బై డిఫాల్ట్గా ఇవ్వాలని అనుకున్నప్పుడు ఆ డిఫాల్ట్ కాన్స్టెంట్ని యూజ్ చేసుకోండి. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ యూనిక్. Unique means
only one.
Right? Duplicates, whatever the duplicates are there, the duplicates are not. So compulsory it is in one place. Right? ఏదైనా ఒకటే ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మనం 4-5 మెంబర్స్ తీసుకుంటే యూనిక్గా ఒక పర్సన్, ప్రతి ఒక్క పర్సన్ కూడా ఒక యూనిక్ క్వాలిటీ కూడా ఉంది. సేమ్ అలానే మీ దాంట్లో కూడా ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇన్సైడ్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ డేటాబేస్ ఏదైతే మీరు తీసుకుంటున్నారో ఆ డేటాబేస్లో ఎప్పుడైతే మీరు యూనిక్గా వాల్యూస్ని స్టోర్ చేసుకోవాలని అనుకుంటున్నారు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీరు ఏదైనా స్విగ్గీ, జొమాటో వీటిని యూజ్ చేస్తూనే ఉంటారు. ఒకసారి రిజిస్టర్డ్ అయ్యి ఒకే మొబైల్ నెంబర్తో సెకండ్ టైం కూడా రిజిస్టర్డ్ అయితే యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తుందా? ఎప్పుడైనా అబ్జర్వ్ చేశారు అలా? సేమ్ నెంబర్తో రిజిస్టర్డ్ అవుతుంటే యాక్సెప్టెన్స్ చేయదు. రైట్? సో వెన్ ఎవర్ యు ఆర్ ట్రయింగ్ టు create new account for same number, you are given the one mobile number, same number you are trying to create one more account, right? So at the time it is not like that. You want to store inside of your database unique numbers or unique values. Okay, at that situation you can use an unique. Okay, so here you have the options, whatever the constants is there. For example, whatever the serial number you want, okay, that serial number don't want duplicates, compulsory unity unique number. Okay, so at that time you can click here and change. Okay, so in structure only direct it is there, just you can click this button. Okay, so here directly it is there. Okay, inside of drop place you want unique that number, just take this one. Okay, for example you are trying to whatever the serial number is there, that serial number same 3. Okay, inside of serial number I will give the 3. Sume Sankhya. Let some particular number. Then click on go. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
My screen is visible?
Sir.
Hmm?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
No, yes.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
okay. మీ అదృష్టం చాలా బాగుంది. కరెక్ట్గా ఏ టైంకి రోజు పోతుంది కదా కరెంట్.
అమ్మమ్మకు నువ్వు ఫోన్ నాకే ఇచ్చింది అమ్మమ్మ.
సార్ మీకు ల్యాప్టాప్ కదా, ఛార్జింగ్ పెట్టచ్చు కదా.
వైఫై
ఓకే ఓకే. మొబైల్ త్రూ
ఇప్పుడు చేసింది అది. ఓకే. Okay, here just observe. Okay, just I'm giving the same name, 3. Some another name. Salary. Okay, just I'm clicking go button.
Are your voice not audible?
Not audible.
It is audible, sir.
Yes, sir. It's okay, sir.
So here you are getting on the duplicate entry 3 for key serial number. Okay, duplicate entry is not possible. Whenever you are entering the duplicate entries at the time, it is not possible to store. That is the reason we are getting the error, right? So inside of your record you have already 3, so that's why it is not right. Whenever you are trying to insert, but your database will not accept the particular record. Okay, next, primary. Primary means generally
Basic.
Important, sir.
Yes.
The first one.
Okay, most of the times whatever the primary key is there, the primary key we are using for auto increments. Okay, that whatever the primary key, whenever you are given, that primary key should be an unique value. Okay, compulsory you need to select that one is an unique. then only your primary key will be accepted. Okay, so the primary key doesn't have any null values, default values also it's not possible. Okay, compulsory whatever the whenever you are selecting any primary key inside of your constant, at that time compulsory whatever the field you selected. Okay, for example you selected serial number, that serial number should be an unique first. Compulsory you need to take it as an unique, then only you can select the primary. Okay, primary values incorrect index name. Okay, I'm taking a new table. The table name is on product. Here I'm taking the product ID. Here ID. Okay, so here I'm taking the number integers, ID number. Then you need to select the primary. Okay. Once you select the primary, so by default whatever the taken, okay, that should be an compulsory unique number. Okay, compulsory that should be a unique value. Inside of your primary key, don't save any null values. It is not possible to save that null value also. Okay, so in previous example, why we are not getting that one means the reason is inside of your records we already have the zero number, right? So that's why it is not taken. So now I am taking the new table. Inside of new table I am selecting the primary. Okay, in index we have the primary option. Just select. Whenever you are selecting the any primary option, at the time whatever the values you are storing inside of that particular record, okay, at that time what null value it is not accepted. Okay, so whatever the null values is there, that null value it is not accepted. And one more point also, primary key only one field. Okay, in one table only one primary key. It is not possible to take multiple. Okay, so for example you take any, so whenever you are creating the table it creates some problem. Like inside of your table you can take only one primary key, only one primary key. Okay, so and I am selecting one more auto increment also here. Auto increment means whenever you want to, whatever the values is there, that values you want to increment automatically. So in previous example we are writing the one by one records, right? So serial number 1 2 3 4 like that, 1 2 3 4 you want to get automatically. So for example last record inserted 3, by automatically you want the next record 4 and next record 5 6, like that you want an auto increment. At that time also you need to select the primary key also. Okay, so today we'll learn about the constants, and that we'll learn not null, default, unique and primary. Okay, the primary value should be an 1. Okay, whatever the primary value you are taken, the primary value should be an 1. Okay, wait 2 minutes.